Yes, we've got Camille Satur, the Ecom King, is on the podcast. We crushed it in London. It's pretty valuable, not gonna lie. He's done major stuff that I wasn't even aware of, so it's gonna be a good watch. Before we get into the video, I'm filming on my phone for good reason. We have a last-minute live call in our Discord tomorrow, and we're gonna be doing a free live training of long-term branded dropshipping, explaining how I sold my company in the ecom space. So it can be good. The link's below. Free live training on the Discord. Click on the Discord, join it. You'll see free live events. It'll be there, but it's super last minute. We never do them this last minute, but they're here. See you in there. Let's get into it.
And yes, people, so today we have an OG from the ecom world, Camille Satur, the Ecom King. He has done 17 million in ecom since 2017 and has grown his YouTube channel to over 500,000 in subscribers, which is dope. He's an absolute killer. It's good to have you on, bro.
Cheers, brother. Appreciate you having me on board. As you said, my name's Camille Satur, known as the Ecom King. I started my kind of entrepreneurial journey when I was 15 years old. I remember, buying and reselling shoes as the first time of, getting into the entrepreneurial world. Now, something that's very different between me and a lot of these other guys are, is they say that, I jumped out of school, I dropped out of school, I wasn't able to do school. You've probably heard that before, right?
Yeah, loads.
But I've publicly put on, camera my school grades to show that I did fail every single grade.
Oh, mad.
So I could prove to these people that I'm not like these other guys that say it to try and get you into one of their funnels. So, yeah, I genuinely left school with no grades. I came from a very humble background. My mom came to the UK from Pakistan. She's got 3 kids. And, we've come from a very humble beginning. And then, like I said to you, we started the entrepreneurial world since 2015. And then since then, we've been able to do, as I said, $17 million in revenue with the ecom and dropshipping stores.
Honestly, the UK, there's not many, I would say, dropshipping ecom people publicly on the internet, which is absolutely crazy. So, like, the massive question is, like, how did you find ecom? Because it wasn't really a big thing back then.
Yeah, that's a good question. So when I was doing modestly well with my buying and reselling business, I couldn't scale it. So I was just like, what can I do to scale this business? So I went onto Google and I searched best ways to make money online. And there was a blog that showed 30 ways. It was affiliate marketing, it was Amazon, and then drop shipping. I read the description. I was like, yeah, that sounds very similar to what I'm doing now, just through a website and through me not holding the stock. So I just thought, you know what? I'm going to go and do that. So that's how I heard about drop shipping. I gave it a go back in those days when I was doing drop shipping.
When was that?
2016.
Oh,
so
fuck.
back then, bro, to do drop shipping was hard. Like, I mean hard. Like, the website build,
Was it Shopify?
yeah, using Shopify was B-Tech back then. It was terrible. Like, it was horrible to use back then. I actually started off using Wix, bro.
Yeah, so did I, actually. That's the same as me.
Bro, I used Wix because I was like, Shopify's killing me. Because, like, the mobile experience in 2016 just wasn't the one.
How did you do it on your own, though? Because, like, I always had people around me to, like, sort of motivate me. So were you just purely motivated on yourself?
I wanted to make enough money to be able to change not just my life, my mom's life, but my future kids' lives. I had no one around me to motivate me, by the way, so I had to do everything on my own. I was grinding out of my mom's house, and I was just working literally 10 to 12 hours a day, ruthless testing stores every single day.
Yeah, I remember the Shopify dashboard back in the day. It's quick.
Yeah,
it changes so much now.
Bro, it was the blue with the weird-looking text.
So what was, like, the first store you had success with? That's the reality.
So it was a tech store. So I made a lot of money from the tech industry. The first winning product I had was an iPhone privacy screen protector. Okay. So, when you look at it from the 90 degrees angle, you can't see the screen. When you look at it from a 90-degree angle, you can't see the iPhone screen. So you can only look at it from the front. So I made a lot of money with those. I made about $30,000. And remember, this is my first winning product.
Yeah, at what age?
I would have been around about 17. And then we rolled that into a keyboard brand called Diffusing Gaming. So we actually started selling RGB keyboards because I found that there was some good margins in that for Facebook. So that was my first, like, white label product. So we actually, I'll send you some videos.
So literally the first store you did, you, like, white labeled it?
No. I had a big thing for tech. I'm a tech junkie. So I just thought it's easy to sell that stuff, because I know about it anyway. So why not sell products that I'm experienced with? So then I thought, let's get into the keyboard stuff, because I was a big gamer at the time. So I just started selling these keyboards, and then I found a bit of success with them. Then I white labeled them, and I'll send you some videos so you can use them in the podcast.
Yeah, I've heard you speak about this before on your YouTube. Which is
so I want you to show, because, like, back in those days, if you look at the store that I built, if you looked at the ads that I ran, you'd cringe at them now.
Was that all through Facebook ads?
Through Facebook ads, yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy. Like, it's such a different time back then. Would you say it was easier though?
Here and there, like, don't get me wrong, Facebook back then was more about like the ad set level, you know, the campaign structure. Now it's not, it's about the creative. And I'd say, is it easier? Yes and no, because remember, you got to look at it like this. Today you can use AI. Today there's lots of educational stuff online. Back when I was doing dropshipping, there weren't many people that were trustworthy you could listen to online. There was barely anyone. So to actually learn the information, there wasn't many community groups. There was a few Facebook groups, but there is nothing like there is today.
Yeah. So what was this point of your life? Like, I've seen on the internet, you're posting like some pretty hood photos, the Brim vibe. What was that point in your life, and how did that switch to getting
So I'm quite chill about this. I don't really talk about it much, but, you know, growing up, you know, I was growing up with a lot of lads, you know, a lot of Asian lads, a lot of Somalian lads. And when you grow up from an area where it's quite deprived, you know, you're growing up with people that are hustling in ways that maybe they shouldn't be hustling. And I grew up and I realised, seeing a few friends go into the prison, seeing a few friends, you know, losing their lives, I just thought, you know what?
Oh, that's crazy.
It's best not to carry on going down this route, you know, road, and just call it a day and get out.
Would you say that switch was like a big motivation as well as also trying to make money?
I think I will never talk about the exact thing that made me do it, but, you know, I had a moment in my life where it was like this could have gone very wrong and you could have literally died.
Yeah, that's mental.
And that was the click in my head where I was like, you got to stop messing about now and just literally work a business.
Yeah.
Because it's it got too close.
Yeah, it's crazy. So did you have to like separate yourself from that completely, and you just went pure solo?
Yeah, bro, I completely stopped being friends with everyone else. You know, I went missing. People kept saying, oh, Cam's gone missing. Where's he gone? Has he like died or something? Because like we've not heard from him. Because I needed my own space. I need my own time to get on with it.
Can I just say something? What you've achieved is I would say it's pretty rare in UK, man. Like, especially the time you're doing it, like, it's pretty unseen of.
Yeah, bro, I appreciate it, man. Like 2016 from the UK, you know, the American guys were killing it back then.
Yeah.
You know, all the American guys were on it. Canadian guys, you know, Gabriel St. Germain, all those guys were smashing it when, you know, I was starting to slowly come up. So, yeah, man, for the UK, there's not many of us.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, how did you figure this out on your own?
I do have mentors. Now, they weren't specifically dropshipping mentors.
Yeah.
I have a mentor called Ashley Walker from Birmingham. He's more of an ecom guy, but again, the same things are applied to dropshipping. It's just the fulfillment method that changes.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of mentors that were killing it with ecom, Amazon, eBay, and just standard ecom. And I just took their lessons and put it through dropshipping.
I've had a look on social media. I've been looking at like some of the brands you build them. Is it Soul et al?
Yeah, Soul et al.
Yeah, pretty cool. It's a fashion brand. At what point did you transfer from like dropshipping to like building brands and stuff?
I think early on within the first, so 2018 was my breakthrough year. It's when I first generated my first, you know, 7 figures, which was pretty crazy for me between 2018 and 2019.
And what age was that?
If I'm 25 now, bro, fucking hell, take 5 off.
2019, 20?
Yeah, time flies.
Doesn't it?
Got married since then, bro. So
yeah, crazy.
Life's just changed. But yeah, it's been a while. But my breakthrough year was 2018 to 2019. That whole year was just crazy for me.
And what year was it? Like, what was going on in the markets then? Like, why was it?
Bro, you know what it is? It's because the first 2 years of me doing it, I wasn't great. But that year, everything clicked. Like, I was getting good at testing. I was getting good at creating, you know, landing pages, split testing, offers, finding new markets, doing all this stuff. And then things clicked in Q4, and Q4 just blew up for me.
And how much did you do in a month then?
Back then, the biggest month I did was about 360, 370.
Which is crazy back then.
Which isn't bad, because the margins back then were crazy, because obviously the CPAs, you know, the cost per acquisitions, the cost per results were a lot lower than what they are today. Like, look, what's your average, you know, CPA?
Well, I'm selling like $80 products, like 20 to 30.
Is your CPA?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's about the same. So like back then it was like 510.
Yeah, which is like ridiculous. Like, that's absolutely nuts. At this point though, when you're printing that much at that age, like how did you feel? Because like I said, unheard of in the UK, very uncommon, and it's pretty much just you doing it at this point.
Yeah, I was smart because.
Did it get to your head?
Nah. Money, to be fair, money's never got to my head, and do you know why it's never got to my head? And I've never been bragging or showing off, is because growing up with the people I grew up around, they used to always brag. And I watched what happened to them for bragging, and it wasn't anything positive. So I've learnt to never brag, because it's best just to let the people you know and love know what you have, and everyone else can just assume. In my opinion, is the best thing to do. But did I go out and buy a nice, something nice to wear, something nice to, eat? Yeah, I did. But did I do something stupid? No.
In your dropshipping era, did you have multiple stores, and did you have like a team working with you?
Yeah, so we had, like, on average, we'd manage between 3 and 6 stores at one given time, but we'd have a team in place, VAs, product researchers, landing page builders. The only thing I would do is the media buying. Sometimes I'd flip back to the ads because I like doing video editing. Like, I spent a long time learning how to edit videos.
Oh, fair.
So, which wasn't good, because that's the problem. When you like something in the business, you tend to give it more time, and it sometimes isn't the income producing thing you should be doing. Yeah. So I'd flip between video editing and media buying.
What was like your thought process of like scaling up? What was the strategies?
If you haven't already, boys, the free live training link in the Discord, simply go down, click the link, and all you need to do is show up tomorrow, and I'm going to drop some game for free on long-term branded dropshipping. Click the link. I ain't going to say it again.
Yeah, so strategy-wise, when you're scaling, for us, was we knew very early on that if your CTRs aren't high enough, you shouldn't be scaling.
Okay.
If your profit margins aren't a certain amount, you shouldn't be scaling. Because remember, when you scale, everything's going to slowly come down. Yeah. Profit margins, everything's going to go down. Returns are going to go up, which means obviously costs are going to go up. So for us, when we're scaling, we just got to make sure that things seem safe. Cash flow was another big one for us, making sure that our payment gateways were paying out. Because back in those days, 2018 to 2020, there was a crisis on PayPal, where PayPal were holding money for 180 days. And I know a few lads that were also in the same position as me, and it was nasty, because then you got no cash flow to use for the company.
Yeah, I've heard of that, like massive holds. Was that PayPal?
PayPal was the one that I got bit by.
So obviously one of the biggest problems with dropshipping is like returns, obviously customer support and stuff. Like, how did you figure that out?
So when it came to returns, I think the easiest way to figure it out for us was making sure that the product that we're selling is what it is. It's described and it's matched. Now, this comes back to the supplier now. I'll tell you a story that we had. So we used to sell these fishing rods back in 2019, 18.
Yeah.
And it was during the summer. And when we were selling these fishing rods, we were using CJ Dropshipping.
Yeah.
And they came in white and black.
Yeah.
Now, when we sold them, it came in 3 sizes. Now, when customers were buying them, CJ didn't tell us that they sold out of the ones that we were selling. Oh, so they found one. They found a green one and a red. They found a green one and a red one, and they'd still send it to the customer.
And you didn't know.
And I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then I had customer emails sending me photos. I'm like, why the fuck is there a red fishing rod in their house? So I speak to CJ, and they're like, sorry, sir, we didn't mean to do this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro.
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make is your supplier is normally the main issue, because the product that you think you're selling isn't the product you're selling till your customer gets it. So making sure your item meets the description and you actually try the product out yourself, and most importantly, you have a firm refund policy in place. If it's electronical products, it should always be 2 years anyway, especially in the EU. But overall, it's just more about how you manage the quality of your product and ensuring that your supplier is meeting what they should be doing based on the description.
Yeah. So we were actually talking about something cool earlier, that obviously there's this big thing about EU dropshipping now, like it's an easier way to dropship, blah, blah, blah. But you stated you've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, so a lot of the lads in the UK that I know and myself, we've been doing EU dropshipping since 2019.
Fair.
So, and the reason why we did it was because, in the community, people were saying, like, go and do that. And I was like, okay, don't get me wrong, I didn't invent this, and nor do I think I did. But I heard about it, and when I hear about something, I'm somebody that takes action very quickly. Okay. So I'll go straight away and be like, yeah, let me try it. And it worked. So I was actually selling a lot of cat products in Germany. I don't know what it is with Germany and cat products. They love them.
That's
now,
true, actually.
We even sell candles in the Netherlands. We sell €80 candles in the Netherlands.
Are they special?
No. It's just because we're using influencers that are special and people want them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The EU market spends money, bro.
Yeah, I know Germany's a big one, man. And Netherlands, I guess.
Netherlands, the Dutch market, they're just, bro.
Yeah, all the guys I've seen killing it the most, it's like all the Germans and Dutch, and they're all selling EU.
Bro, like the clothing brands that I've ran, like the EU do the biggest numbers.
Yeah, that's
Japan
crazy.
Also kills it.
UK is a good market as well, to be fair.
The refund policy. Because there's such a culture here where people are like, I'm going to get a refund, I'm going to charge back. Bro, some of the horror stories that we've had with the clothing brand, bro, people sending a bag of dust back as a refund.
Yeah, but also people order products and they know they're going to send it back. They just want to
Bro,
try
there's
it
a
on.
culture, like you can go on TikTok saying how to get your money back, and there's these scammers teaching you how to cheat the system.
That's
The
so
culture
true.
in the UK is messed.
That's so true. Did you manage to find any success in the USA?
In the US?
Yeah.
Yeah, we find a lot of success in the US, but the problem is profitability just dramatically dies out
Yeah.
very quickly, and scaling a product is not as easy. But I think Canada's a very good market.
Canada.
Yeah, Canada's
Yeah,
pretty
fair.
good.
Yeah, so I would say like the ultimate goal is to be a dominant figure in the USA because obviously it's the biggest market. That's what I would say.
No, we have a lot of success in the US, but I wouldn't say it's the most profitable market
Yeah,
for us.
it's definitely way more competitive.
It's a lot more competitive and
Yeah.
it takes up more resource and teams for us. But like all the brands that we do the most money with, the main market is America, but it's just not our most profitable.
Yeah, fair. So what?
Volume's the highest, but the profitability
Yeah,
isn't.
yeah. So what are you currently running now?
So we have an extreme sports brand. So
That's random. What
see,
sort?
there you go. That's what I wanted you to say.
Oh,
You
fair,
said
yeah.
there. See, you said it's random. Why would
Yeah.
you sell that? Exactly.
That's why it works.
That's why it works.
I would tell you my brand. You'd probably also say the same.
Go
My
on.
old one I exited.
Go on.
I can't.
Just tell me the niche.
Home decor.
Okay, no, I know a
But-
few guys killing the home.
Yeah,
decor.
I'll tell you after. But yeah, it's the random. It's mine was super random. $500 AOV.
No
Yeah,
way.
I swear.
Ours is 50 to 70. But yeah, it's extreme.
Can you say what
sports.
products you were selling on the Extreme store or not?
On which one?
On this Extreme store.
No, because it's
Fair.
still running. But obviously, we've got a clothing brand now. The actual, I told you with the electronical store, it was keyboards, iPhone, charge blocks, travel. Like the things you attach your car to, stuff like that. Those did really, really well. I did really well with the walking stick. The old man's walking stick. That's a 6-in-1. So you can make it so it grabs things off the wall. You can use it as like a toolkit.
No, I ain't seen that.
These were the 2018 days where
Yeah.
you could get away with just selling crap.
Okay, here's a cool question. How have you seen the dropshipping guru space develop over time? Because obviously you've been here for a while.
Yeah, I like this is my favorite question because I think it's a mess.
Okay.
I'm not happy with it. Like if anyone knows me well enough, I'm very quiet on social media. I don't tweet a lot. I don't post a lot apart from YouTube once a week, but I don't get engaged
It's
a
more
lot.
value.
Yeah, I don't get engaged with the small talk and the BS on Twitter because all this new Twitter culture or X culture, some of it's good, but a lot of it's BS. And there's a lot of scammers these days. There's a lot of people that don't know what they're talking about. And for us guys that have been around for a while, we can see it.
Yeah.
It doesn't fool us.
There's so many scammers on Twitter.
Bro, they post a few cars, they get a photo of a naked girl off Google, they put it as like a photo collage, and then they just scam you.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Because
I'm seeing guys flex with 2018 dashboards, bro.
yeah, bro. There's this guy. Yeah, I
I know
literally,
who
bro,
you're on about.
No, there's another guy on Instagram, bro. He's blown up, and he's posting like screenshots from like 3 years ago, saying, "Oh, my students just had a sick month," and I'm like, mate, this is so fucked. Like that's actually like pure scamming, like in theory, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, it is. Scamming is, I think the definition of it, I don't even want to say it because I don't know if I'm going to get it right, but for me, it's just like you misleading somebody knowing that you're misleading them.
Yeah.
Or you're selling false information and you're attaching a service or a product to it.
Here's another good question. Is apparently everyone's a millionaire. Everyone's making loads of bank from dropshipping and ecom. Is it hard? And are these people telling the truth?
Very hard. For me to make, over those $17 million that we've generated as, revenue, it's not profit, by the way, after paying tax, VAT, GST, all of these things, we've made around about 2 to 2.3 mil.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that in the car. I was trying to calculate how much.
It's not.
But that's what I was thinking.
It's not. Don't get me wrong, alhamdulillah, bro. It's a lot of money, but from hearing the big number to the small number,
Yeah, it's not.
And
It's like 10 to 20%.
yeah. So I took that money, obviously, each to their own. I invested it, and that's where I've been able to like catapult my success.
Okay. And
Dropshipping just gave me the cash I needed, bro.
that's exactly the same as me, to be fair. But that's what I was gonna, because I saw you dabbled with crypto.
Yeah, I'd say I'm very good at crypto. Yeah.
Good at it.
2021, I learned a lot of lessons.
Yeah.
This year, I've made a lot of money because of the lessons I learned.
Yeah, I've got a decent amount of crypto. I just can't be arsed. So it's like a whole other thing to think about.
Yeah, you got to be very good.
Yeah, this is what I mean. You made a bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
Then you put it into crypto.
No, before that, I put it into brands. So like Solar Tower was one of them. So the
Okay.
Solar Tower thing, it's not actually, I didn't create the brand. I didn't found it.
Oh.
So there was a guy that grew up like in the same area as me, and he knew me. And by the way, he's like 5 years older than me.
Okay.
So he reached out to me saying, "Look, Cam, I know you've been killing it with the ecom game. Can you help me out with the clothing brand?" I knew the clothing brand because back in the day, I already heard of it. So then I was just like, yeah, this is a win-win situation for me. I'll definitely jump on board, but I want equity.
Yep.
You know, so over time, I got more equity invested into the brand to get equity as well. And that is an example of investing money. You know, I invested into that brand. I've invested into loads of ecom brands. Most of them collapsed.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of money just investing in brands that collapsed.
It is a hard game.
And it's my ego that killed me, bro. I invested into brands thinking that I could save them, and I couldn't
Okay.
because they were that
So you
fucked, bro.
So you were investing in brands that weren't performing well. Thinking,
No, they were actually. If you look at their numbers, their numbers look good, but their profits were bad. And I just thought it was a simple few fixes like increasing AOV, upsells, cross sales, fixing out the cost per result, and I thought it was an easy fix.
Yeah.
Expanding to new markets they didn't do before. Oh man, I underestimated it, bro.
Yeah, I think people really don't consider that, like keeping a brand, like the goal is to be like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like consistently up. Like it's way harder than people think about.
Well, you've sold a brand, you know what it takes.
Yeah,
to sell
I
a
did
brand, people think it's easy. It's not. Buyers want to see your brand do well over at least 1 year's not even enough.
It's got to be minimum
It's got to be
2, really.
2 to 3 to 5 years, and they don't like seeing huge spikes. They like to see slow growth. If they see like this, they run away from it. So, because you've sold a brand, you understand that growing an ecom brand or a dropshipping store, you should always start it with the mind of selling it, which means the way you grow it should be in a very stable way.
Yeah, it's so true. Like I just started my new one now, but it's like slow.
It's very slow.
But I want it to be slow. But like the goals, you really start thinking about like, after 2 years, like the targets I want to hit. But yeah, I'm pretty hyped on it.
I think if you want to make the most money with ecom, it's exiting a legit brand.
Yeah, facts. But like a lot of people now, like I've got a couple of mates, like they'll get a decent amount of wedge and they'll run unprofitable for 6 to 12 months and then start making bank.
Yeah, I've done that and it's not good.
Not good.
Well, like during the times you're not making money, you know, it's a mental game, bro. You're like, do I know it's going to pay off?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, isn't it, right? But you got to back yourself.
You got to have a lot of confidence, bro. But sometimes your confidence turns into ego. And that's what happened to me.
Okay. So the ego let you down. What did you do after these brands went?
Just cut. You know what it is with me? I built such a sick team. Like I had my own in-house media buyer teams, in-house creatives, in-house copywriters, etc. So I just thought I could get into all these brands, make my team deploy, get them to work, boom, I'm done.
Yeah.
So what I did is after these collapsed, I just cut out all these brands and went back to the ones that were maturing. Fad Closet, Solar Tile, etc.
Mate, that's the classic, isn't it? Just like simplify.
So I went a bit too erratic and I had to slow it down.
Yeah, that makes sense. So did you get any luck with crypto then?
Yeah, bro, did well.
That's good. What, in the initial bull run?
Which was the initial bull run?
Oh, fuck knows. The one last 4 years ago.
No, bro, I told you I lost a lot of money in 20. So I got into crypto originally in 2020. My boy got me into it and he was like, Cam, you're sitting on all this cash because of ecom. And because he used to work with me and we used to run some stores together. And he goes, bro, you're sitting on all this cash. Like, you need to do something with it. And he goes, have you heard of Bitcoin? I was like, yeah, but I've heard it was a scam. And then he got me into it. I put a bit of money in, I put a bit of money in, made a lot of money. And then I didn't take profit. And then I lost all of the profit I made. And then I said to myself, if I made it and I didn't take it, I can do it again, but take it.
Okay.
So I approached the next one differently, but I went through...
Was that this one?
Yeah. So back at the end of the start of this year, things started going a bit crazy. So I already bought at the bottom.
Yeah, I think I saw you posting about it.
So I bought in September and I sold in March.
Already sold?
Yeah, but I'm looking to get in eventually, but just not yet.
Do you reckon it's going to go up again? Because I've still got fucking bags of it.
I think, without financial advice, I think Bitcoin hits 90 to 100k. I think some alts do pretty well, but I don't know, bro. I think if you make a 3x, 4x, call it a day.
Yeah, facts, 100%.
Don't be one of those moon boys.
Is it Shiba Inu? That one that did mad?
That did mad, but bro, Pepe. See, look, I bought Pepe
Pepe as well.
when it was low. I made a lot of money on that.
And I bought Shiba Inu back in the day.
Yeah,
But I cut a 5x on each.
But
so I
these are
don't-
the shiny object syndrome
Yeah.
problems. You know what I learned when I got into crypto the first time? I had an issue with my mindset, which was getting attracted to too many things. So I slowed down. I'll be honest with you, during that time, during COVID, bro,
Yeah.
I made a shit ton of money, bro. Like, thanks to God.
Yeah, I think I saw it actually.
COVID, the first week, I was mentally like scarred. I was like, bro, that's it, done. And then the week after, bro, out of nowhere, these stores are just ripping.
Yeah.
I was the first guy to start selling masks. I actually made a YouTube video of it. I'll even send you the link. I made a YouTube video about selling masks. Oh, and I posted that video. Guess what happened?
What?
I got so much hate. People
Really?
saying, "Oh, I'm going to unsubscribe from your channel."
What, for selling masks?
This was 2 weeks after COVID became a real thing.
Okay.
People were like, "Oh, you're monetizing, people dying, etc., etc." So I was like one of the first guys to start selling these masks.
Do they not get disabled, the ads?
No. I found such a sick way around it. But I'll show you the creatives that I had. I've still got all the assets.
Yeah.
So I made I think it was 60 grand in a week doing that. And the margins were mad, bro. Like mad. And like I said, I made a YouTube video to teach people how to do it. But they didn't want the knowledge then. They thought I was just some ass.
COVID was crazy for ecom.
Bro, stores would just run.
Yeah, because everyone's at home doom scrolling.
People want to buy. So we made a lot of money in COVID. And then obviously the bull run came in 2021. And then I just got distracted. And I just stopped doing ecom as much as I did. And then it was my biggest lesson.
Yeah, I lost a decent amount of money in that one as well. It's some massive distraction, crypto.
It is, because you're like, oh, if I put 100 grand in this, then I can 10x it. That's a quick mill.
But it's just not the case, because you either make that mill or you don't. And even if you make that, you'll probably end up putting it in other ones anyway. And then you lose it. That's what I did.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly,
everyone
because you
does.
get addicted to it.
Yeah.
So that's why you got to learn discipline, man. Because if you don't, and I've been the same, you're going to lose a lot of it.
What would you say, going off that, the biggest mistakes you've made so far?
Just in general, or ecom?
Ecom, business, crypto.
Biggest mistakes I've made is is it delegation?
Delegating.
Yeah, delegating is probably one of the biggest ones.
Not delegating soon enough.
Yeah, soon enough.
Yeah.
Like doing too many hours too much. So learning to give customer service to customer service and trying to do their job for them.
Yeah.
Not creating good systems like SOPs and stuff. I think that's a big one. Like you hire new people, but then you blame them. But then have you really give them the system and the rules to follow? So that's probably one of the biggest ones for me. Also, not learning how to do non-DTC. Like DTCs, everyone talks about it, but I'm not a big fan of it. You know, direct to consumer.
Yeah.
Not massive on it as much as I am anymore. So, learning to get out of these ways and basically becoming smarter. I wish I just was smarter a bit quicker, because I was getting a bit too comfy. I think comfortability is the problem. You make a little bit of money, you get comfortable. So, running Facebook ads to a landing page works.
Yeah.
Right now, if you're going to run an ad to a landing page like everyone else, it's not going to work, bro.
No.
So what I now do is I create blogs, run ads to blogs. That blog's owned by me. And then people go from the blog to my website, then they buy. Because are people more likely to click your ad if they're not being sold to?
Isn't that more for health products though?
Nah.
You can do it for everything.
You can do it for everything.
What are they called? It's not a blog, is it? It's like an article. They call it ad type, don't they? Or is it
Yeah.
just blog?
I just call it a blog ad personally.
fair.
Spoke to Davey, the guy from Udi, and he
runs
does
it.
the same thing, bro.
That brand's mental, man. They actually crushed that. That's levels.
Even he said D2C at the moment is just
What do you mean by D2C though? Because it's all D2C, isn't it?
direct to consumer. So your ad is literally trying to tell them to buy straight away.
I thought D2C. I didn't actually know. I thought it was fulfillment, straight manufacturer to.
No,
Is it not?
no. What is it, Nazar?
I'm pretty sure it is.
You're talking about direct response.
Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. My
That's
head's
what
all
I
over
was
the
saying.
place.
So you're on about direct response.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cut that
that's what I was on about. I was
Sorry,
like,
my
what are you
bad.
talking
I'm on about direct response.
Yeah.
So your ad just saying straight away, go to my landing page, buy off me.
Okay, I understand that because I've actually got a mate, bro, crushing it for supplement brands, VSL, direct response.
VSLs,
Do you
bro.
reckon you can do direct response for fashion?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, you can. Of course you can.
No way.
So if you've got people who want to be fashionable but don't know how to wear clothes, and you create a VSL saying, look, this is you call out the user, you go through a hero journey with them, you say to them, look guys, if you don't know how to be fashionable,
I can actually guess your brand, I reckon.
yeah,
I'll tell you after.
this is how you can be fashionable, etc., etc.
Okay.
You take them through a quiz system. How tall are you? What do you like?
Yeah.
There you go. Done.
Yeah, and then they're way more bought into it as well.
Yeah.
I think I know your brand off the stuff you said. I'm going to tell you later. I
Bro,
guess
it's mad what you can do with this stuff.
Bro, the VSLs are crazy, man.
5-minute ones slap.
Yeah. My mate was doing that as well.
Bro, I'm doing digital products right now. Me and my boy.
Dropshipping.
Yeah, dropshipping. Well, yeah, it's technically dropshipping.
Doesn't Shopify payments like fuck you for that though?
No, why?
I
They
swear,
allow you to
bro,
do
or
digital
Stripe.
products.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. It's an option. Like
Oh,
when you
okay.
add it
Oh,
as a
shit, yeah, it
product,
is,
they
isn't
add
it?
it as a fit digital. And Shopify are gonna put, I think personally, push it quite hard soon because digital products are blowing up, bro.
So what sort of niche are you selling?
People with learning problems.
Yeah.
So we're not just gonna create like the obvious one. We're gonna create a few things and bundle it up. But bro, I'm gonna show you the VSL after. Me and my business partner Nick are working on it. Me and Nick have done different ventures together.
That's crazy though.
But bro, with the digital product thing, we're gonna sell this for $80,
Yeah, that's fucked.
and it's no fulfillment,
Yeah.
no refunds, no returns. So even if it costs me $20 to sell it, still,
Bro, you can do break even to fees, so like $76. Sweet.
and I'm very confident that this is gonna do well.
Yeah, that's a pretty good CPA.
I think that's gonna be my next biggest venture.
Also, it's a pretty good. You can definitely upsell stuff as well.
I was making a killing back in the day selling iPhone icon presets. So
Okay.
you can change your icons on your iPhone.
Yeah,
But
bro,
Apple were giving me the stick, bro, so I had to stop doing
yeah. A
it.
lot of people were trying to like all the guys I know. They were trying to think how can they pair a digital product with a real product, or like a
So easy, bro.
or like a course or something. So the product's the front end, and then you upsell info. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so easy, bro.
Yeah. Because then you can make bank.
Bro, that's one of the most easiest ways to do it.
Yeah, I was thinking to do that with like some supplement thing.
So we do hybrid stores. So like we'll do on the front end a physical product, but the physical product could be two. It could be a POD product. It could be a dropshipping product. And then on the back end, we're upselling people digital stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. You just got to build like a mad ecosystem.
Yeah, you gotta have a mad ecosystem so that the right person goes to the right one.
Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, ecom's getting nuts now. Have you done a lot of like traveling, networking? Have you met many people in the space?
Good question. I think I'm out of everyone in the industry. I'm the most to myself person. I
Yeah.
don't really network. I don't really travel. I don't really do much of that. I'm more like I like to be with my wife. I like to be with my family.
That's good.
I like to cut off. I don't like to be one of those guys that brown noses these other guys. Not because I'm ego and I don't want them to be. You know, it's not an ego thing. It's just that I don't want to be in that like group of people. They're like all bumming off each other. They all big themselves up. I don't like that, bro. I like just to be calm, chill, and I do need to network more because there's still great people out there
We're doing it now.
that are like me. You're a good lad, bro. I'll be honest with you.
I rate that.
I know, I rate you, bro. It's good. You're a good lad. So like, I just like chill. You know what it is with a lot of people that made money? They're all assholes.
Yeah. Also, they change.
They change a lot, bro. They're assholes. Their ego. They think they're something. It's just I don't want to be around that, bro.
Yeah, bro. People change, man.
I lived in Dubai for 3 months. I hated it
To buy shit.
because of these types of people, bro.
It's so shit. It's really cringy.
It,
So cringy, bro. It's like well, just everything's too serious. I would say.
it's not that. It's all about what do you have? What car do you drive? What watch do you have? What do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
No one wants to really get to know you.
Yeah. It is all just a bit like leechy.
Leechy.
But like, I think everyone should go try it out for themselves.
No,
100%.
everyone should try it, but for me personally, that just goes back to what I was saying. When you're around other successful people that don't know how to digest success, they tend to be assholes.
That was actually one thing I was dealing with. Like, obviously, I was traveling and stuff, and I figured out I don't like business.
Yeah.
Like this, I don't know how to describe it, but like all these group of boys I was hanging out, it's all like business, money. It's just a bit, I don't know, it's just a bit boring, I guess. A bit too much sometimes when it's not actually the reality of life, is it? Also with Dubai, there's not many normal people in those circles. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't meet many normal people when I was there, bro.
Yeah, no, you can't. Everyone's got a Lambo, which is sick.
No, it was either they were a bit fruity or they were just Lambo City or...
Yeah, it's crazy. But everyone experience it. It is. I think it's good for work and holiday. If you want to go spend cash for like a couple of weeks, it is good. That is the reality. Like if you want to go splash cash, like it's good for a holiday.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, bro. I think Dubai and Miami are the same place, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've never been to Miami. I do want to go. What was it like growing up, doing the ecom, appearing on these like decent sized podcasts, getting that sort of internet fame as well?
It came very quickly. So how I actually started a YouTube channel, I think is the most important part to understand here, is I actually had a Facebook group before a YouTube channel. So in 2017 to 2018, I had a Facebook group called the E-commerce for Kings and Queens. Cringe, I know, very cringy. But it was a place where I wanted to help people for completely free and just give my advice. And everyone was like, Cam, make a channel. And I was like, nah, I'm not good on camera. Make a channel. Made a video. Did okay. Made a few more videos. They did okay. If you look at my earliest videos, I'm not even looking at the camera, bro.
Yeah, takes a while.
Takes a while. And then I was just like, damn, I'm going to start dropping some serious sauce on here, bro.
Let's go.
Because I hated these guys. I was watching their videos and they were like, buy my course to find the rest out. And I'm just like, shut up, man.
Yeah.
So I just leaked everything and it just blew up, bro. Like,
When was that?
there was a stage of, it was 2019. The YouTube space went through an era where they didn't care about lifestyle. They didn't care about like all the flashy stuff. They only cared about value. They only wanted value.
Yeah.
So I gave them the value. YouTube pushed me hard. Now it's not the same. I think people don't care as much about value because my content slowly dropped down because people more care now about the flashy stuff, the clickbait stuff. So YouTube's kind of gone a bit weird again.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say, actually, because that's what the question we asked earlier. But yeah, like, I think I first saw you on the Strike It Big podcast.
Yeah,
was sick.
what's his name? Forgot his name.
I don't know.
Oh, let's just forget that.
Yeah, but yeah, how was that going on that?
That was good, to be fair, because he invited me, and I remember when he invited
Were
me.
you nervous?
I was nervous, for sure. I went down, did the podcast. I was excited for it. There's been a few quite big people on there. And to be fair, I just got on with it. It's a shame because they've took my episode down.
Why?
I emailed them and they just said apparently they've, like, the son and the guy in charge have split ways. They've like, not sure what they want to do.
Oh,
So,
that's so random.
so it was a bit annoying, bro. Like, I'd have rather them told me it's been taken down, but
That's well weird.
no.
Yeah, fair. So yeah, like we were talking about the value, flexing and stuff, like, I would say the past 12 months, there's a lot of people popping up. Definitely. Why do you think people want to see flexing rather than value?
Because that's their desired outcome they want. So if they can see it through others, it gives them that. I don't know. Humans are just messed up, bro. People don't want to do the hard work. They want to do the... Because it's about retention. It's attention seeking. So, like, it's attention keeping as well. If you see somebody flashing a car, you're going to want to watch that for a lot longer than watching a guy like me and you go through some seriously valuable stuff. It's just what people are going to want to watch. Do you know what it is? TikTok killed everyone, bro.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Because it killed their attention span.
Yeah, it's got to be.
People now wake up in the morning, get their phone out, go on TikTok, and guess what they do, bro? Swipe.
Yeah.
Swipe. So how are they going to watch a video
Yeah, it's crazy.
where it's about teaching you?
Okay.
Because remember, when my content used to do amazing, TikTok didn't exist.
Yeah, that's so true. That is so true. Yeah,
Short form content did not exist when I blew up.
Because you've got a couple like guides with like millions of views, right?
Yeah, a lot of my free courses got millions of views. A few challenge videos got a few million views. My channel still does pretty good now, considering I've not bent the way I want to be. I've been very strict with not bending myself to certain people.
Which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, because, like, bro, I know I could get lots of views if I bent myself into certain dynamics, but I just don't want to do that. It's not who I am.
That is fair enough.
Like, let's talk about Andrew Tate quickly.
Yeah.
So, look at how many people now are trying to be like Andrew Tate.
It's ridiculous.
I'm not going to name people, by the way,
So-
but if you look at people's YouTube channels before Andrew Tate, and now look at how they dress, how they sit, how they talk, they're all just copycats.
Bro, there's a epidemic of like brainwashed entrepreneurs. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm legit. I see it all the time. Everyone's optimized. Everyone's drinking sparkling water. It's like honestly crazy, man. Do you know what I mean?
Everyone's on keto diet.
Yeah, it's mental. And like entrepreneurship, in my opinion, you're a specific type of person.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just crazy, man. Obviously, everyone's like fantasizing over like to do this like online business and stuff. It's crazy. So
Bro,
I think people are very fake.
the space is washed.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I do my work and I just get on with my actual
Yeah.
life. I don't go on the phone. every time I go on Twitter for a little bit, I get fed up. I see this 13-year-old, 15-year-old flexing a Lambo.
It is crazy. It is honestly crazy.
Bro, and people fall for it, bro.
Yeah, that's the one thing, bro. Like, the Lambo still gets people, which is crazy. I think the trading stuff as well, that's massive as well. You know, like people selling these like trading things. It's nuts, honestly.
I'm sorry.
It's honestly nuts.
I can't do it. Bro, you know why I'm laughing? I saw a YouTube video of a guy.
Go on.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
He was... it was a YouTube video, something like 13-year-old drop shipping, just done $100,000.
And did he?
I don't know, bro.
It's crazy though.
You're getting like 13-year-olds becoming like these fake gurus, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, man, it's absolutely nuts space. Like, it's getting more.
Yeah, but the trading space is just like you said. It's just as crazy as the drop shipping space. I just think any form of make money online is washed.
Okay, so if you were going to say something like the best business model out of all the online business models, what would you choose?
I would say drop shipping is the best. You know why?
Why?
Because it teaches you the most skills. How to create a landing page, how to do copywriting, how to do market research, character building in terms of knowing who you're selling to, media buying. If you independently break them down, there's some crazy skills to have.
If you can do drop shipping, you can do agency, you can do anything pretty much. Like, you can pretty much put all those skills into any other business.
That's why I think it's the best. Because even if you don't make money doing it, you've learned the skills that you can then go and make money from. Now, so drop shipping's number one for me. I would also say that, you know, SMMA is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Am I a massive fan of it? Not really, because I've had a
great.
lot of shitty agencies work for me that have come from that space. Have you worked with many agencies?
Yeah, loads.
And how have they been for you?
I don't work with agencies now. I just hire people.
But when you did work with agencies?
Yeah, expensive and shit. That's usually what they are.
They have these fancy spreadsheets.
Yeah, it's bollocks. Like, I'm mates with so many agency owners, bro. Yeah, they know the game. I know the game. Like, I'm not gonna pay someone $5,000 when I can get it for one, just because they're talking to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Like, again, that's something that everyone will experience, the agency guys. So yeah, SMMA, you can make good money doing that. I think trading's good, but you need a lot of money to initially have, and you need a lot of knowledge and patience and discipline. But I just think all the ways of making money that have been good for the last 5 years, 10 years are still good now.
Facts.
They've not changed. They've just evolved. The only difference is people's attention and discipline have not been the same.
Okay.
That's the issue here.
The final question. If you're a beginner right now, what would be the advice you'd give someone starting drop shipping?
I would say learn from 1 to 2 people and do not learn from anyone else. Unlearn everything you've learned already. Because you've got to understand, if you learn from 10 different people and try and mash it together, it's not going to work. Because everyone has their own way of doing things. So learn from 1 to 2 people that you trust. Do your research on them. Make sure you're comfortable. You don't need to buy any paid stuff. Free value is more than enough to get to your first 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, even $100,000. Then you can choose to make money. Then you can choose to pay for a course or a mentorship. And then I'd say limit the distractions. Try not to follow any money guys on Twitter, because that will completely throw
your ego. It'll
kill your long-term projection on the space. So, like, if you're waking up every morning seeing a guy on Twitter with a Lambo with a Shopify dashboard, you're gonna be like, "Where's mine?"
Yeah.
So if you can stop doing this early on, the better it's going to be for you. And the most thing I'd say is understand it's a business. You need to be topping your business up every month with cash. You can't be like, I'm going to FOMO in with $500, and if it doesn't work, it's a scam.
Yeah.
You actually need to give it, monthly. Because again,
people don't understand that.
Because remember, dropshipping's all about the more products you test and the efficient, effective way of doing it, the more likely you are to find a winner.
Yeah.
That's how it works at the end of the day. That's how we run our game.
Yeah.
So as long as you follow those principles, finding success with dropshipping is just a matter of time at the end of the day. The only difference that makes somebody successful with it is those that are willing to fail more and then find the winner at the end. Because how many products does it take you to find your first technically winning product?
The first one.
See, you're one of those lucky guys. Took me 14.
Bro, super lucky.
14, bro.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. Imagine if that changed, but yeah.
Okay, let me ask you that. how many products would have it took you for you to quit?
So mine was different. I started a jewelry brand, custom products, because I was just passionate about it. I did that for 4 years, and it was break even for 4 years. Probably made 200k,
Yeah.
nothing. But I understood the game.
Yeah.
To which, when I saw a dropshipping product, the first one I saw, I went, I can make that work, and that was it. So it was like luck mixed with I wouldn't have had that luck unless I'd done the practice.
Yeah, that makes sense. But let's say you did fail.
Yeah.
Do you think what product would you got to till you started questioning yourself?
It was COVID, so I made the commitment to like, I'm making this work. But bro, I don't know. I had to. I didn't want to get a job, but like the reality is, if you're gonna do it, you need to commit minimum 6 months, minimum, and I would say 12 months, like ideally. But yeah, I don't know. But you can build a store in 2 days, and test like realistically if you want to.
So why does it take people 2 months?
They're just slow, aren't they? People are well slow, yeah.
Bro, the amount of people that are like, bro, I've been building my store for 4 months.
Because like, if you think something's gonna work, you can build it. My theory is I never do anything perfected. I'm like, all right, I'll whack up a store, test, bosh. If there's some results, then I'll optimize.
But you know why people get stuck on the store for so long?
Why?
Because they don't want to meet the destination of failure, which is if they launch that store, they're probably going to fail. So they're trying to prolong that end result of failing.
Yeah. It is just a step forward, 2 steps back game, and then you step 4 steps forward. That's pretty much how it works. You just got to do it and it will make sense, I would say.
Just get on with it.
Did you buy a course when you started, or you just...
I did buy a course. I'm not going to name names, but they were shit.
I was going to say who from.
I don't want to name names, but they were... I'll tell you off camera.
Yeah.
They were fucking shit, man. And I worked so hard for that money, bro.
Yeah. But also, I'd say if you're starting out, like, you need a part-time job. You need a job.
No, you did. Bro, look, I had my buying and reselling business that, you know, I had a decent amount of cash saved up. And then I had a job before that helped me get cash. But look, if I ran out of my budget, I would have had to go and get a job again and graft it up.
All right, we're going to have to wrap it up there. But that was a good chat. Maybe we'll do a part 2 at some point.
Now, part 2 is definitely coming.
100%. Good one, bro.
All right, brother. Appreciate that, man.